be the Cavaliers off the tip. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. And it's Thomas in at the point. Mitchell, the pass to James. Here's Ilgauskas. Lanier with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Wallace outside. Here's Lanier. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell, the pass to Ilgauskas. Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for Cleveland, Citrus Ilgauskas taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now here's Thomas. Outside, Hill. Back to Thomas. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Doherty. Cleveland working the ball around now. For 3, James. Wallace pulls it in. James against Hill. And here's Wallace. Outside, Hill. There's the drive. Here's Lanier. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
To the inside, Ilgauskas.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Dumars passes to Lanier. Here's Dumars. Pass to Hill. Down low. And he slams it in one-handed.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And Cleveland calls their first time out of the game. Love is checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Mitchell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Garland.
Detroit foul. Isaiah Thomas. First. Second team foul.
On defense, Detroit. Outside Garland. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
Garland against Thomas. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Cavs trailing. And here is Irving. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To the middle. And there's Mitchell on the assist from Irving.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Pass to Hill. To the paint. Here's Lanier. And he banks in the layup. Lanier's got 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Irving. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Hill for 3. Counted from distance.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Larry Nance is out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Price in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Billups. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Rodman. Just 5 to shoot. He shoots it. Billups' shot is off. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Trailing by 2. Mitchell, the pass to Price. And here's Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Shot from 12. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Here's Billups. Pass to Bing. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Mitchell. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Outside Love. Pass to Doherty. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Pistons leading. Here's Bing. Inside, Lanier. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
2 minutes.
Pass to Doherty. 1:52 left in the first half. Here's Price. Still no points. Here's Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Wow, look at Kevin Love attacking the rim, using his height to get up there.
And the Pistons call time here. And again here in the second quarter of action. Just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Dumars. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Thomas from the arc. The rebound by Doherty. And here comes Cleveland. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Irving for three. The rebound by Detroit. Outside, Hill. To the paint. Here's Lambier. The rebound by Doherty. Right side, Irving from 15 feet away. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Outside, Hill. Pass to Lambier. Mobley with some nice D.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now James beyond the arc. The shot misses. Here's Dumars. 2 on the clock.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Detroit on top, up by 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Hill. Setting the floor for the Pistons. And it's Thomas in at the 1 spot. Hill against James. Hill with it. 6 on the shot clock. Over James. Hill can't connect.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
For the tie. And all around the rim that time before dropping. It's all knotted up.
The handles Irving has remain absolutely filthy. I mean, he just carves up defenses like it's nothing.
Hill, the pass to Lanier. Back to Hill. James with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for Cleveland. Thomas with the ball. Irving picks him up. Irving against Thomas. Over Irving. Thomas misses. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Here's Hill. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Irving. Irving against Thomas. Irving, the pass to Ilgauskas. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Ilgauskas has got 5 now. Pass to Dumars. There's a screen. Outside, Hill.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. Banked it in off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Outside Mitchell. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. Love is checked in for the Cavaliers. And Detroit making a change here. 1:35 left in the third. Pass to Billups. Outside, Hill. Now here's Thomas. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Billups. There's the 3. Here's Lanier. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
And there's James from the arc. Rebound Detroit. Left side Hill. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Lanier. Here's Billups from downtown. Rebounded by LeBron.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Ilgauskas. Thomas defends. Fades away. And that one's good. Ilgauskas has got 7 points in the game.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Here's Hill. Good work defensively by James.
When we talk about the importance of protecting the rim, right there, outstanding defense.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Detroit on top. They lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Kevin Love. He's out there with Larry Nance. And it's Doherty in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And that one's good. Bing. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense. Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look. Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Yeah, coming off the pick, Kyrie makes the unselfish play.
The Pistons leading. The Pistons call timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. The head coach for the Pistons had some instruction for his guys during the break. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside, Hill. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4-point game. Thomas with a steal. Jams it home.
That right there might put the finishing touch on this one. Definitely not the time to get sloppy with the ball.
1:58 left in the fourth. James against Hill. James inside. Oh, he misses the layup. Detroit leading by 6. Now here's Hill. And here's Wallace.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
James with the focus.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Hill against James. Thompson outside. Tries from 19. Yes, sir!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's James. Oh, he misses the layup. Outside, Hill. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Four on the clock.
Don't underestimate James defensively. He can put the clamps on you when he wants.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Irving fires. The three is off. Thomas against Irving. So it's Detroit picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
And now, for the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. Starting at small forward, at 6'9", number 32, Teague. At center, 6'11", number 31, Jared. The other forward position, standing 6'11", number 4, Evan Mobley.
has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
Cunningham against Harden. Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. Here's Cunningham. Takes it off the glass.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Harden scanning the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson against Mitchell. Launches it. Shot clock at 6. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
Here's Harden. Following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Mitchell passes to Harden. Now on a screen on Cunningham. Duren pulls it in.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Inside, here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here's Mitchell. Misses the 3.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Here's Harris. Shoots over Mobley. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Oh, boy, he attacks, but how about that rim protection? That is so good.
Mitchell finds Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pistons leading by 3. Bounce pass from Cunningham. To Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. For the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Dean Wade. And then for Detroit, Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Ausar Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Robinson. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Holds it up there for Mobley. Up up high to stop the alley-oop.
Wow, that is big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
To Duren. Now here's Herder. He's defended by Merrill. Down low, here's Cunningham. Mobley with the block. And is out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mobley. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive style matters.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen comes in for Evan Mobley. And Strus is subbed in for Mitchell. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. 5 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Strus finds Harden. Drills it from outside.
Oh, my goodness. From the next to go, James Harden.
Cunningham looking around. Lets it fly. And again, Cunningham missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Pistons on top. They lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time, and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Jenkins. Started by Schroeder. Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. Beyond the arc. Stewart misses. The Cavaliers trailing. Now Schroeder. Allen outside. Now Strus. Nothing on the board. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. They now take the lead. Merrill's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. You leave him that open. My goodness.
To Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Allen passes to Strus. Back to Allen. Rebounded by the Pistons. Excited about the win on Thursday.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Now here's Thompson. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Allen no good. Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
Thompson with the bucket.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Here they come, fans.
Several teams changing it up. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Tyson. From outside, off the mark. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. It's a three-point game. Robinson finds Thompson. Outside Harris. Back to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Overweight. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Duren.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
Bryant the pass to Harden. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Pistons. 34 seconds left here in the second. To Cunningham. Detroit needs to get off the shot. Harden against Cunningham. Now, here is Harden. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fans, get ready for some high RPM and amazing stunts from your Pocket Arena Entertainment.
Three action here at the break. It's a nice lead for the Detroit Pistons.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion come from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie. If they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Pistons leading by 5. Harris outside. To Cunningham. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 8 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here is Harden. No good that time. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick-and-roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
Cleveland moving it around. 6 to shoot. Mitchell against Robinson. And it's Mitchell missing. Detroit leading by 9. To the middle. Mitchell with the steal. The kick out to Mobley. A three-pointer off the mark. And, well, Detroit shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Thompson finds Robinson. Back to Harris. It's up a 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Thompson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Mitchell kicks to Harden. Something going. Harden buries the triple.
Well, James Harden is sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Wade. Jenkins, he's checked in for Detroit. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Robinson. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Detroit, no good that time either. And so Harden will bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 6. That shot off. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jenkins kicks to Harris. Offensive rebound. Duren. A shot off that time. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
To the paint. Here's Allen. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And now just a 4-point Piston lead. Now here's Jenkins. Guarded by Harden. And Jenkins kicks to Harris. To the inside. Thompson with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 6.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Harden outside. Off target from outside. And so is Detroit with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Here we go, fans. It's fourth quarter.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Now here's Harden. Pass to Strus. Wade a screen on Herder. And here's Strus for three. And Wade slams it in.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Pistons lead by 4. Here's Cunningham. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Harden against Stewart. Harden so good at absorbing contact.
I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Pass to Herder. Oh, what a finish!
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Harden. Takes the three. Clean from outside.
He really thrives in high-pressure moments. That's a big-time play.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Both teams will make substitutions. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, team. I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Thompson outside. Here's Harris. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Stolen by Allen. Mitchell on the move. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Pistons leading. Outside Harris. Oh, that was a two-handle.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Outside Mobley. Robinson against Mitchell. A crafty reverse layup.
The guy really call a walking bucket, and Donovan Mitchell knows how to find those needed points.
Cunningham. And that one is good.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Harden up top. Covered by Cunningham. Wade outside. Here's Mobley to tie it up. Cunningham pulls it down. Thompson outside. Now Harris. Now Duren. Now Robinson. The three doesn't go.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Mobley. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Cunningham with it. And Allen picks him up defensively.
They needed that bucket. And leave it to Harris to go get it. He knows when it's time to take things into his own hands.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Harden against Cunningham. Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded. Rebounded by Thompson.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
So it's the Pistons now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's stolen by Allen.
And you know what? The double team there, that quick hitter, to work for a loop there and force the turnover.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul. At the line for the Pistons. Duren, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you love to see a guy step in nice, calm, cool, and collected and knock the free throws in.
Timeout called, Cleveland. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Wade fires. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Harden against Cunningham. And so it's Detroit with the W. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now we present the player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
This series already at 2-0. A lot to play for tonight. This is the Eastern Conference semifinal. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Pistons, they're firing on all cylinders, up 2-0 in the series, but now they enter a hostile environment.
Yeah, and that often affects your secondary scores the most. Some of the shots that go in at home don't on the road. They may need their stars to step up early in this one.
Now here's Duren. Just 5 on the clock. The three, here's Harris. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Down low. Here's Allen. And it. Allen, who slams it home.
Oh, the length of Allen is exceptional. Helping him reach past the defense and jamming it home.
Cunningham with the ball. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. The three-pointer off the mark. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
How about the fast shot by Mobley? Didn't need much time to get it in the air.
The three, here's Harris. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland. Duren with the rebound.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Here's Harden, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Allen. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Cunningham.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
To the middle. Duren finds Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Harden. Here's Cunningham. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Pistons trail by 3. Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Launches it. Clock at 6. Cunningham can't get that one to fall. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And then Harden with the jam.
If given the space, Harden's not afraid to take it to the rim.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Duren with a screen on Harden. Cunningham passes to Duren. Shoots over Allen. And again, the Pistons missing.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
To the inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Duren.
And it's a good thing to see Allen trying to score more. When he does that, he attracts the defense's attention.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. To the right side. Here's Jenkins. No good with the triple. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Now here's Schroeder. Jenkins with a rebound. Here's Holland. LeVert outside. Pass to Stewart. The 3 ball. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Cleveland leading by 6. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Herter. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Now here's Thompson. Still without a bucket. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball. And Cleveland making a change here. Harden's checked in.
Number 1, James Harden.
Pistons trail by 8. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Robinson for 3. The rebound by Allen. Thompson against Strus. Pass to Allen. From the arc. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Yep, count it. Grant, you were a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with good guards.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the score by Detroit. Here's Harden. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harden's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A different look for Cleveland. Tyson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Strus. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren comes in for Stewart. And Harris is subbed in for Holland. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Harris. Six on the shot clock. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Harden. And again, no good by Detroit. The Cavaliers lead by 8. Pass to Mitchell. There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. They set the pick. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Tough shot. I mean, Cunningham has great size at his position, which really helps him in the paint.
The Cavaliers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. From deep, Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Robinson on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Now here's Duren. No points yet. Cunningham can't get that one to fall. Here's Harden. Pass to Tyson. Thompson with a steal. And here's Harris outside. No luck on that one. And so it's Cleveland. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, so close. So close. Let's hear it for the...
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember seeing, they pass the ball into Shaq, Ernie, and it never comes back out.
That's why they call me the Shaq Hole.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie, if they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Cleveland leading by 9. And here's Mitchell. Fires the three, and the three-pointer goes. Mitchell's got 6.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Harden against Cunningham. Harris outside. Duren with a screen on Mobley. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Harden finds Mitchell. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Duren the screen. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Harris has got his first points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Allen outside. Outside Mitchell. Outside for Harden. Clock at 4. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. 7 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes
about a minute and a half in the second half. Harris passes to Cunningham. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Here's Duren. Cunningham outside. Lets the three fly. And again, the Pistons missing.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, B.A., on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. The Cavaliers lead by 16. Pass to Harden. 1:05 left in the third. 5 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Harris. Pistons trail by 16. Merrill, he's checked in for Wade. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Jenkins comes in for Cunningham. .44 seconds left to play in the third. To the paint. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
For the Cavaliers, Tyson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in for James Harden. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Herder comes in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Robinson. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Yep, that one goes. Allen's got 5.
And Allen is a high IQ player, one who understands when he should try to score.
Now Cunningham. They still need this. Oh, it would have counted had he fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Cleveland feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. Welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
So he gets them both. And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland. Pass to Wade. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Stewart. Here's Herder. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Herder's got his first 2 points. Here's Wade. Stewart defends. Here's Harden. And it's Cleveland with another.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Strus. Mobley comes in for Tyson. And Mitchell subbed in for Merrill. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Herder. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. On defense, Cleveland. It's a 16-point game. Outside Cunningham. Now Harris. Now Cunningham. 6 to shoot. 17-footer is in.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They led by as many as 18. Using the glass to lay it in.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Pistons trail by 16. Cunningham looking it over. Outside Harris. Outside Thompson. Duren the screen. Shoots a 3. Allen rips down the board. Cleveland has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. Puts up the tray. Ooh, the shot misses. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now Cunningham. Outside Thompson. Now Harris. Thompson, a screen on Mitchell. From downtown. Nope. Cleveland leading by 16.
And that'll wrap up game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important game 4 for the Cavaliers.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And they needed this win badly if they wanted to make it a series. And now it will be.
It's got to be a great feeling to get this W. They didn't want to put themselves even further in a hole than they already were.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Donovan Mitchell.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Harden. Good work there as it goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 21.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
By everyone to put this game away. Give yourself extra possession when you have the ball.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Things were looking scary for them coming into tonight. But with this win, they're right back in it.
They showed a lot of character and a lot of heart. Many experts had written them off, but now we've got a series.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
Nothing quite like a rivalry game. We all love them. Richard, how much extra attention do these games get from the players and the coaches?
Oh, players won't say it to the media, but we know what's at stake. Since the schedule was released, these games have been circled on the calendar by both teams.
Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Pass to Duren. Over Allen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Wade feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
When the leading athlete Mobley is getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Thompson outside. Harden against Cunningham. Duren down low. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets an open look and hits.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
And block. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Mitchell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Everyone knows Mitchell wants to take it to that basket, so the pull-up is so effective.
Thompson, a screen on Mobley. Harris passes to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. Rebound by Mitchell. Cavaliers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Harden. He can't hit that time. Cunningham with some nice D. Duren with a screen on Harden. It's stolen by Wade. Harden against Thompson. Harden right side. It's Allen on the wing. Mobley finds Wade. 5 to shoot. For 3, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Cunningham passes to Duren. And Harden comes to help. The Pistons working the ball around now. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Stolen by Allen. Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jared Allen.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
No good on that. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tyson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for Dean Wade. Then for the Pistons, Kevin Huerter comes in for Asar Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Duncan Robinson. Good on the second free throw. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. And a deep 3 from Harden. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now here's Jenkins. Tight defense on him. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris, good.
And this is why you get Harris the rock inside. They can trust his judgment down there.
Here's Harden. Duren pulls it in. Left side, Harris. Comes up empty down low.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Pistons ahead, leading by a point. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
The Pistons leading. Jenkins with it. Pass to Herder. The three. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Allen outside. Herder passes to Allen. Throw on the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots over Herder. Rebound by the Pistons. We're excited about the win on Thursday.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Detroit with the ball. After the Cavaliers pick up 3. Pass to Herder. Levert. Shoots over Strus. And it's Levert missing.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Tyson. And here's Strus. Hasn't made one yet. The shot no good. Tyson. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Levert. Deflects the pass. Now Cleveland moving it out. Throws down the breakaway jam.
The break started with the steal by Allen. Look, those live ball turnovers, they will get you.
So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jared Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And a different look here for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Kevin Herder. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes.
Robinson passes to Thompson.
2 minutes.
Harden against Cunningham. Back to Thompson. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Thompson's got his first points in this one. Harden bounce pass. Mitchell looking it over. Back to Wade. 6 to shoot. Allen kicks to Wade. For 3, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Locking the arc down. The defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tyson's checked in. And Strus is subbed in for Sam Merrill. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. And he can't hit the second. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Oh, Harden with a good look down low.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Cunningham, a screen on Mitchell. Harris outside. Down low. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
Here is Harden. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Tyson. 3-pointers off the mark. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cunningham's got the lead up to 1 now for Detroit.
Well, Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Harden, no good. Here is Robinson. Over Harden. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your bucket fight. Arena Entertainment.
Greetings, one and all, the postseason drama we love.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GM.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not equal.
Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Harris looking it over. Thompson, a screen on Mobley. It's stolen by Wade. It's stolen by Duren. Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Mitchell against Robinson. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Cunningham against Harden. Cunningham inside. No good on the shot. Harden with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell. Wade controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Cunningham, a screen on Mitchell. And Spaz Robinson. For 3, Harris. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mitchell with force.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Hard to put into words, RJ, the impact Donovan Mitchell had on last year's 64-win Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Yeah, that's the best Cavs team we've seen in almost a decade. Spider led this team, and it looks like they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
And stolen by Mobley.
You know, I can't say I'm all that surprised that pass resulted in a steal. That was a 50-50 chance of getting through at best. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. checked in for Dean Wade. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jenkins checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Harden looking it over. Harden on the drive. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
Thompson outside. Clock keeps going. 2 minutes into the second half now. And Detroit with another turnover here. Detroit making a switch. Hollins checked in. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the jam by Harden.
Let it move by Harden. Okay, I see you setting it down on top of the defense.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Robinson. Duren with a screen on Mitchell. They're in high post. And the layup is good. Duren's got his first basket. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Mitchell against Robinson. Allen, a screen on Robinson. For 3, Mitchell. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got 8 rebounds in this game. Robinson on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Stolen away.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. In the corner, it's Mobley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Pistons on top, up by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Jenkins the pass to Stewart. Now here's Herder. 6 on the shot clock. Plays it up and banks it in. Herder's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Detroit. Here's Merrill, covered by Cunningham. Merrill passes to Harden. Back to Merrill. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Merrill's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical jump.
A fader. The shot is good.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Okay, fans. We need you to get home.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thanks so much. And here are the Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Mitchell outside. Mobley fires. Off target from outside. And for the Pistons, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Got a piece of it. Allen with it. Now defended by Cunningham. It's Allen. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Thompson outside. Harris. Three. Good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Harden against Cunningham. Harden so good at absorbing contact.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Now Robinson. Here's Harris. Jacks up a three. Mobley there for the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Now Harden. To take the lead, Wade outside. Now Mobley, down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden right side. A miss that time. That would have put him up. Mitchell against Robinson. Now Harris. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden. And he cannot get the layup. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 1. Thompson.
Oh, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
They do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
Cunningham against Harden. Cunningham inside. Rebounded by Allen inside. And that's an intentional foul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if somebody opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Cavaliers, 2 games. 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 2 games.
Harden against Cunningham. Harden outside. That'll count. He's off from 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Should be a blast. Now Cunningham. Here's Robinson. Now Harris puts up the 3. And they recover it. Thompson against Allen. Shot clock at 6. Robinson fires and hit the 3. Well, Cleveland shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Wade out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Oh, no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Detroit's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime. Stolen by Harden. Great action here if you're just joining us about 1 minute into OT.
Just an absolute master at creating separation. That is a nice move by Harden to free himself up.
Cunningham. And he gets the quarter to drop.
Yes, sir. Cade Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Get down with your best. Let's move.
Allen, a screen on Cunningham. Cunningham against Harden. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's Allen.
And just seizing the moment. Allen not shying away in the clutch.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Four-point game. Duren down low. He's against Allen. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Harden. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Cleveland, James Harden. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Harris against Mobley. Outside Harris. The long shot, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, James Harden.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Things were looking bleak for them, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we got a series on our hands.
We sure do. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. So long, everyone.
Well, points won't be easy to come by in this one, Stan. We have 2 of the toughest defenses in the league here.
Yeah, look, the way these teams can rotate and cover for each other is phenomenal. They know that defense is their identity, and they pride themselves in it.
Now here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Allen with a screen on Robinson. Sinks the tray.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Harden against Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Harden. Down low. Ooh, dismissed. And they get it back. Harris misses. And Harden's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Wade. Here's Harden, defended by Thompson. Harden against Thompson. Back to Mitchell. Takes the 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Harden. And there's Cunningham outside. He drops it from range.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Harden. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And Stan, the Pistons JV Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of this game. Free throw drops for Harris. Merrill, he's checked in for Wade. And Harris drops them both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away.
Here's Merrill. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now here's Cunningham. Over by Merrill. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work. From the free throw line down.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. EA, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Now here's Merrill, defended by Thompson. Allen outside. And there's the lob, and it's Allen who slams it home.
No stopping Allen there. His length makes the play almost too easy.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Checked in for the Cavs. Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Herder's checked in for the Pistons. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Cunningham, and the shot is good off the backboard. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
Harden, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Now here's Harris. The D's right on him. Just 4 to shoot from deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Herder from long range. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
It's a tie game in Cleveland. quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Schroeder against Herder. Pass to Merrill. Lets it go from deep. And they get it back. To the inside. And stolen by Stewart. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Herder. And the shot falls short that time. Cleveland has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And man, he sets some teeth-rattling.
Jenkins, there's the triple, hits the trifecta. Jenkins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. Back to you, B.A.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Checked in for Merrill, and it's James Harden in for Schroeder. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Herder, and Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Here's Strus. No points so far. Pass to Tyson. Cleveland working the ball around now. And another miss by Cleveland. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Harden against Cunningham. I wonder, of all the things you can teach players, can you teach great passing?
I really don't think you can, B.A. You can teach solid fundamental passing. You can teach guys to make fewer mistakes by better use of fundamentals. But the great passers have great vision, and I just don't think that's something you can teach. I think that's something that guys gain over their time and experience playing the game of basketball.
Cunningham, a speed on Strus. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, this is what Robinson's out here to do. I like how aggressive he is shooting it from outside.
Harden, the pass to Allen. Back to Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A different look for Cleveland. Bryant, he's checked checked in for Allen. Ellis comes in for Tyson. And Mitchell subbed in for Strus. Detroit also making some changes. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Harden. And that one hits the back iron. For Cleveland, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Takes a 3. And it's Harden again missing.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
From deep, Mitchell. 3 ball! Donovan Mitchell!
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Now Robinson. Duren, pass to Robinson. Stolen by Bryant. With the teardrop. That one no good. Cunningham with some nice D.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Duren, the screen. From deep. And he can't get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Detroit on top. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, better watch that pass. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Detroit Pistons.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot to win.
Hard to focus with thousands of fans screaming at you. They've stayed in it. They've stayed confident. Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Outside Mitchell. And here's Mobley for the tie. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And when he's effective from three-point range, look out. Mobley knows how much that does for his game.
Well, Detroit shooting a nice 50% for the game. Thompson, the screen on Harden. Cunningham outside.
the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Harden against Cunningham for the lead. Harden misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Thompson passes to Harris. Back to Thompson. Mobley grabs the board.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Mitchell, the pass to Harden. Looking to get it going. Got a hand on it.
And Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
Pass to Harris. To the middle. Stolen by Mobley. Harden scanning the floor. The three from Mitchell. Nails it from three. Mitchell's got 12 points in the game.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Get up and start moving with your mascot. Let's dance.
Checked in. And the switch here also for Detroit. Jenkins is checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Duren with a screen on Mobley. Harris finds Duren. That shot off the mark. Cleveland leading by 3. It's Merrill on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Merrill passes to Allen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And that was just fantastic balance from Allen right there. Taking the contact well and just fighting through it all.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the Pistons making a change here. Collins checked in.
Shooting. 1.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it wins so well with his natural athletic ability.
Inside, shot to stop the run. And Duren lays it in. Duren's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Harden. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot from deep. Mobley. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up to Detroit. Trailing by 4. Pass to Robinson. Runs up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Robinson's got 6.
It had to be lightning quick, and Robinson got it away.
Outside Harden. Releases. And that's not going to go. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Pass to Wade. Now here's Strus. Herder defending. Right side Strus. Pulls up, high post. No good, off the front rim. The Pistons trailing. Now here's Cunningham. To take the lead. Merrill who clears it away. Cleveland has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Harden. And Harden gets the double team. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
His big time on the rim. It's a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Strus. Mobley comes in for Tyson. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Merrill. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Herder. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Mitchell outside. Fires the three. Oh, with confidence. Mitchell.
In the gym range for Mitchell. He is not bashful.
Pistons trail by 6. Cunningham, right side. Gets it to go.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Mitchell, and he drives in. Wow, a great finish off the move by Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
The 19-footer. That misses. 1:44 left to play in the fourth.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Dean Wade, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Now Duren. Minute 32 left in the fourth. Oh, no good on the layup. The Cavaliers lead by 7. Outside Harden. Mobley, a screen on Duren. Harden. And the 3 misses.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Now Duren.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Harden. Cunningham there for the rebound.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Mitchell can't get the 3.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
Outside Harris. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
At the line for your Cavaliers, James Harden taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
Detroit calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Keep on dancing. Let's see it.
Right side, Robinson. Cunningham fires. It's money from deep.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. Things were looking scary for them coming into tonight. But with this win, they're right back in it.
They showed a lot of character and a lot of heart. Many experts have written them off, but now we've got a series.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got 2 of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Shots good by Mitchell.
You love how confident Donovan Mitchell is. In the catch-and-shoot opportunities, there's no hesitation.
Pass to Harris. Mobley with the block. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for